All right, so this is basically about the kind of people we have to deal with online. This is a guy called Greg McKenzie. Peekay is likable. Okay, I mean, I came across this. I'm not taking sides. I'm not saying that Peekay is a shill. I have no evidence for that. Yes, he's a cunt. Yes, he's overrated. He is a failed actor. But then again, I'm a failed person too, so me and Peekay have that in common. Greg McKenzie is very keen to promote Peekay, and I wondered who he was. And then it's got all the replies of him. I'm saying that guy's an actor and abusive towards me, and I've spoken to Peekay on Skype. Wasn't a very nice conversation. I asked Peekay what he thought about flat Earth. Did he believe it? He said he believes in that. He just wants the truth or something. I've got it. I've recorded it. I have recorded that conversation. Peekay is very, very grumpy and arrogant. So he's also got a Jewish Ukrainian surname. I'm not suggesting that that is in itself bad, but it's a suspicion. Anyone who's been involved in the movie industry does seem suspect. So I said here, right, and then he was talking about Occam's razor. Wow, he's an actor and Jewish. I never said he was Jewish. I said he had a name that could be Jewish, which is a Ukrainian name, a very unusual name, not common at all. Your Occam's razor is very blunt. And I said, I never said he was Jewish. However, his unusual surname has links to both Israel and Ukraine, two of the most repulsive states on earth. And don't Occam's razor me, you pretentious twat, which I think is fair enough. Then he said, and this is interesting, still loitering around closed second-hand shops, you fucking tea leaf. So what he's saying is this, he edited this. He's accusing me of loitering around closed second-hand shops, you fucking tea leaf, accusing me of being a thief. All right, now let me tell you about this. At Christmas, I was passing by, I went to Tesco, and on the way back, I noticed a bag in the doorway of a charity shop. This was Christmas Eve. And there was a couple of bottles of wine there and some chocolates. This was obviously meant for somebody to take. Now, bearing in mind that I was unemployed and have little money, I took them because that was a gift from someone to whoever found it, okay? There's no theft involved. To accuse someone of being a thief is very, very serious. And it's not a second-hand shop either. It's a charity shop, okay? A charity shop which was closed for the Christmas holiday. So had I not taken it, probably an East European EU immigrant would have taken it because there's a lot of them in London loitering around, okay? I'm British. I'm in my own country. I was born in London and I took something that was left out for somebody like me. Okay. Now, the fact that Greg McKenzie knows about that particular upload, which was made last Christmas, shows that Greg McKenzie is very familiar with my channel and has been monitoring me. It may well be that Greg McKenzie is one of the stalkers I have to deal with who keeps marking down my content. I take exception to being called a thief. What Greg McKenzie has done has libeled me. Now, Greg McKenzie is very likely using his real name. And I would say it's a big mistake to libel someone online using your real name. But I want to find out a bit more about Greg McKenzie. Where is it? Peekay Truth. I want to find out more about Greg McKenzie. Let me find if I can find him. Here he is. He's subscribed to Mummy Tang, Mary's Test Kitchen. So obviously he likes Asians. No Disinfo and Lift the Veil. Lift the Veil is another channel that is suspicious. I had a Skype conversation with that guy from Lift the Veil, Nathan Stoltman, and he said that he was claiming to have sort of mental problems and he needed to prepare carefully for a Skype talk, even though I actually did a very complimentary upload about him. So Lift the Veil is another channel that needs to be taken with a pinch of salt. Also, the Paulstal service has done an upload on Nathan Stoltman because he's also someone who used to be an actor with an IMDb profile. You can find there is no Internet Movie Database profile about me because, unfortunately, I've never had an opportunity to work in acting. But if I was an actor, I would not translate my actors. I'm not suggesting that that in itself is conclusive proof, but it's a flag. It's a warning flag. It is a warning flag. Now, Greg Mackenzie apparently is based in Germany, and he's put a nice little map there for all of us to see. I used to live in Berlin myself. I was there when the wall came down. Greg, you little cunt, you don't know what you're talking about. He's only got he's subscribed to 4 channels, and he's got no subscribers. Unfortunately, YouTube will not tell us when his channel was created, but Greg Mackenzie is a very nasty piece of work. Here's Greg Mackenzie. He's reviewed a shop a year ago when I presume he was living in Harrow. Once you found Mr. Bean to cup, you wouldn't want to go anywhere else. Great service, speed and pricing. What can't they do? Oh, God, Greg, you pathetic wanker. You're going to regret crossing me, mate. So anyway, this stupid twat, Greg Mackenzie, probably worked at Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean. I think he's a relative of Mr. Bean. It disgusts me that I have to put up with these kind of people. It really does. But obviously, when you accuse someone of being a thief and loitering outside second-hand shops, I don't loiter outside second-hand shops, but if I see something useful that I can make do. Now, let's go a little bit about Peekay. He accuses me of being a thief. I don't charge anything for my work. I've made 5,000 uploads on 3 channels in the last 5 years. One channel was taken down by Google when I lived in China. Google took it down, not the Chinese government. Never received a penny from anybody. Now, let's look at your fucking... Now, if I take something that was left out for me from a charity shop doorway at Christmas Eve, because I spent Christmas alone. I spent Christmas alone. Wasn't surrounded by fawning acolytes like the stupid, overrated Peekay and his flat earth fucking fiends. Do you want to donate to Peekay? Well, here we are. We have a nice email for you. Please enter your donation amount. Well, I'm going to donate £0, and I'm going to donate it every month because I'm generous. Purpose, Peekay Truth Channel Maintenance. PayPal. Peekay would like you to give money to PayPal. Peekay Truth Channel Maintenance. You know, there's probably some morons. I'm actually helping Peekay here because I get trolled a lot, and no doubt some of my trolls would like to help Peekay with his holiday fund. He might be able to visit Ukraine more often with that. I did mention that Peekay did have a Ukrainian name. I did some research into his background, and it does seem that Peekay is the name, his surname is there are some people in Israel and Ukraine with that similar. It's not a very common surname. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but it's something weird. Okay, I don't really have anything. I haven't bothered with Peekay. I don't think he's actually trolled me. He's obviously a very popular channel. His channel is very, very popular with flat earthers, and that is a fact. When I asked Peekay about flat earth, he would not answer what it was all about. He would not answer what it was all about. He claimed that that he was just interested in the truth. Well, I would have said, if he'd asked me a straight question, I would give him a straight answer. Peekay can't give a straight answer. Yeah, oh yeah, he's very straight for what he wants. But if you ask him something, he won't give you an answer. Look, I'm only dealing with this issue because somebody called me a thief. Someone who seems to really love Peekay. Now, I don't like to be accused of being a thief when everything I do is for free, whereas Peekay is asking for money. Now, who's giving him money, we don't know. It would be interesting to see if Peekay has backers. He might well be, you know, his backer, he might be, obviously people are happy to help Peekay. Another interesting thing is this, bearing in mind that Peekay Truth Channel is, bearing in mind PayPal is a globalist organization, it would seem a little bit risky, I would have thought, to flag yourself up, because once you've given money to Peekay via PayPal, they're going to know who you are. Okay, I mean, it's like if I were to donate to Peekay, you know, then PayPal would know who I am, and PayPal, unfortunately, are part of the global network. Now, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about it because we all have to make financial transactions, which means that we're all part of it, whether we like it or not. Okay, I am not a revolutionary. I don't dislike anything in particular. The concept of PayPal is a good one. It's a useful service. I'm just slightly concerned that they might be making our data available to third parties. But anyway, this guy, Greg Mackenzie, who's obviously an English guy who used to hang out in Greenford, or Harrow, wherever it is. This guy here, he's living in Berlin now, and he accused me of being a thief. Okay, so I'm not happy about that. He's also stalking my channel because he knew about a few comments I made in a video I made in December last year, Christmas, right? So this is clearly a guy who's been trolling me, clearly a guy who's he might even be sincere. He might even be sincere. Just because you truly believe something doesn't mean it's true. Lots of people sincerely believe that 9/11 was done by bin Laden. And therefore, it doesn't surprise me that lots of people also believe that Peekay is the best thing since sliced kangaroo.